Hello students. So today we will be discussing the next property of soil, that is soil contains water or moisture. In our last class we had discussed about soil contains air. We had discussed about an activity that proves that soil contains air, and today we will learn about the next important property, that is soil contains water. So what are the topics that we are going to learn today? First we will be learning activity on soil contains water. Okay, activity on soil contains water, and next one that we are going to learn is activity on finding percentage of water or moisture in soil. Now soil, it always contains some water in it, which is called soil moisture. Okay, now water, it is usually present as a thin film around the soil particles. It is absorbed by the roots of the plant, and you all know very well that water is very indispensable part of a plant, isn't it? That means it is required for the process of photosynthesis, okay, that is manufacturing food by the plant. Now the capacity of a soil to hold water, it is important for the growth of various crops. Even a dry looking soil, okay, has some water or moisture in it, that is sandy soil. Sandy soil, it looks very dry, particles are very loose, it has got less water holding capability, but then also it has also got some water holding capacity in it. That means the sandy soil also contains a certain amount of water in it. Okay, so how to show that soil contains water? So we will perform an activity. In this activity is basically laboratory based, but if you want you can do it at your home also. Okay, what does this activity suggest? This activity suggests that first take some dry soil. Okay, take some dry soil in a glass beaker and cover it with a lid. So glass beaker, it is not available at your home, so you can take that microwavable bowl, the Borosil bowl which are available in your home. You can take that bowl, okay, and you take one glass lid. Okay, now heat this beaker. Okay, you take some dry soil in it, okay, cover it with a glass lid, okay, and then heat this beaker by using a burner. Okay, so you can put it over your gas oven, okay, and if you don't have gas oven, you can put it on a heater, or you can put it over induction oven, whatever. Okay, now what you will find, slowly you will find that the tiny drops of water are being formed on the inner side of the lid. Okay, after burning it for few minutes, you will find what the tiny drops of water are formed on the inner side of the lid. Now the question comes that where from this water is coming? Okay, as because the soil, it is covered with a lid, isn't it, a glass lid. So then why we are using over here glass lid? So that we can see it from outside. It must be transparent so that we can able to see it. Okay, so why this tiny drops of water are being found on the inner surface of the lid? It shows that even the soil which appears to be dry to us, it contains some water. Okay, actually there is an invisible film of water around the soil particles. Okay, now when the soil is heated, then the water present in it evaporates, forming hot water vapor or steam. Okay, now these hot water vapor, it rises, it gets cooled and condenses on the cold inner surface of the lid to form what? To form the liquid drops of water. So this activity, it proves what? It proves that soil contains water or moisture. Okay, now this presence of water, okay, in the soil, it leads to an interesting phenomenon which you can easily observe. What is that phenomenon? If you pass through a farmland, okay, where the agriculture take place, okay, during a hot summer day, what you will find? You will find that air above the soil is shimmering. Okay, that means shining and slightly shaking light. Okay, why this happens? Because the soil in the farmland, it contains some water. Okay, now on a hot summer day, what happens? This water of soil, it evaporates to form the water vapor. Okay, and the water vapor coming out of the soil, it reflects the sunlight irregularly. Okay, what is irregular reflection, what is regular reflection? You will learn in the chapter physics. Okay, light, chapter light in physics. Okay, so due to which air above the soil, it seems to be shimmer as because of irregular reflection of light. Okay, and that water vapor, it is actually reflecting the sunlight. Clear? So this is the activity which shows that the soil contains water or moisture. Okay. So here is a picture, you can see a beaker is taken, inside the beaker some soil is taken. Soil, it was dry, completely dry. A lid, it was used to cover the beaker, okay, and it was put over a burner. After heating it for some time, you will find what? You will find that the tiny drops of water are being appeared on the inner surface of the lid. Okay, so where from this water is coming? This water, it is actually coming from the soil which is present in the it is coming from the soil which is being kept in the beaker. Understood? So next activity what we are going to learn now is activity on finding percentage of water in the soil. Now we all know that water is present in the soil. Now suppose if you are being given 200 grams of soil. Now if anyone asks you, you find out the percentage of water which is present in that 200 grams of soil. Okay, so for this, what activity you need to do? You take some amount of soil and you weigh it on a balance, common balance, you can weigh it. Okay, so this will give the original mass of the soil taken. Okay, suppose 200 grams of soil you have taken. Okay, you have 200 grams, 300 grams, 500 grams, whatever, you take a mass, okay, in a common balance. Okay, now place this soil on a newspaper and keep it in a bright sunshine to dry. Okay, keep it under the bright sunshine, okay, around 12 o'clock. Okay, you keep it for 2 or 3 hours. Okay, now and you just allow it to dry. Now after drying, you take the soil and weigh it again on the balance. Okay, now this way, now which you are taking, this will give you the dry mass of the soil. Now what you will find, if earlier it was 200 grams, suppose initially you have taken 200 grams of soil, okay, and after keeping it under the sunlight for around 2 or 3 hours, when the soil has been completely dried, if you take that same amount of soil and if you again put it in the common balance, what you will find? You will find that somewhat the mass has been reduced. For example, now you have found that the weight is now 170 gram. Okay, after totally it gets dried up, suppose you have found that it is 170 gram, right? So this is the mass of the dry soil, and earlier 200 gram, it was the mass of the original soil, that is soil with water, and soil without water is the mass of dry soil. So what is the total weight of the water? You just subtract the original mass of the soil minus the dry mass of the soil. That means the weight of the soil, mass of the soil before putting it under sunlight, and mass of the soil after putting it in the sunlight. That is 200, I am just giving you an approximate example. 200 minus 170, it gives what? It gives 30. So 30 gram, it is actually the mass of water which is present in the soil. Okay, now how to, now this one you have found the mass of the water. Okay, now how to find the percentage? What is the percentage of water present in the soil? In order to calculate the percentage of water present in the soil, you have to apply this formula: mass of water in soil divided by original mass of the soil into 100. For example, what I had taken suppose 200 grams of soil, that means that was the mass of original soil. Okay, sorry, mass of the water in soil, what we have taken, suppose original mass of the soil, what did I say? Original mass of the soil, it was 200 grams, okay, and after drying it, it came suppose 170 gram, okay. So 200 minus 170, what comes? 30 gram. So if you put that value in this formula, then mass of water in soil, it will be what? It will be 30, okay, 30 divided by what is the original mass? Original mass is 200 gram, okay, into 100, okay, and after calculating, what you will find? You will find that it is coming 15. So 15% is the percentage of water which was present in that 200 grams of soil. So this is all about the activity to find the percentage of water in a soil. Next day, we will learn about another activity, that soil can absorb water. Okay, so we will learn again two activities. Number one, an activity to show that soil can absorb water, and number 2 we will find the percentage of water absorbed by the soil. So, for today we will learn up to this, that is activity to show that soil contains water, and the next activity that we have learned that to find the percentage of water or moisture present in the soil. Okay. So, this is all for today. Thank you everyone.